Hey, this is Bret the Hitman Hart, and you're listening to the Smacked Raw podcast.
What? Okay, well, has this always been a thing? Where have I been?
It's Wednesday. You know what that means. I'm not happy now that I have to do this again. This is round 2. This is the AEW Dynamite recap brought to you by the SmackDown podcast. I'm your host, of course, KDW or Katie Baby. There we go.
Yeah.
And I'm joined by Kevin Crazy. How you doing?
Oh, pretty good. JR picture-in-picture joke. Yeah, he likes it a lot. Wet restaurant quality.
Picture-in-picture joke. Yeah, this is round 2 because audio problems. It is what it is. Podcasting life. But thank you to the live chat, mainly Vince and Justin, at the current moment in time, for telling me that they couldn't hear Kevin. You can find us live for the Raw, SmackDown, and AEW recaps on twitch.tv/puttingyouover. NXT recap you can find typically live on Thursdays, some weeks, on our personal Twitch, twitch.tv/SmackDrawPodcast. If you miss a live stream, we have the video form of the podcast up on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/SmackDrawPodcast. You saw that, if you're watching this video, you saw this lovely button pop up in the beginning. It's
lovely button.
Like,
a button.
subscribe, hit notification bell so you get notified every time we post a new video. Which, if you end up not doing those things, which, please, you can head over to...
Bitch, please, why wouldn't you?
Like, please. We passed 200 subscribers, which Kevin's son is very proud.
Yeah, look at, man. Thank you, subscribers. My kid loves me again.
Jesus. He's so proud of his dad. Look at him.
Yeah. He's not even here tonight. He's at Grandma and Grandpa's.
We can't even get him, a cameo.
Nah.
Next time we'll get him. But if you don't end up subscribing, you can go over to Wrestling News World, and they have the link to our recaps on their website because they're gracious enough to let us be their exclusive recap. And also, while you're over there, check out the awesome writers who are writing articles about there's like retro stuff, like current times, opinion pieces. They have podcasts of their own. They got premium content, and you can
Ranch
also
versus blue cheese content.
No, that's just us. And Kevin, where can they go to support us?
They can go to patreon.com/SmackDrawPodcast. Get your stickers. Go there, get your podcast. Get your stickers. Get your t-shirts. Get your advertising. You can get all sorts of stuff. But the point is, we'll give you stuff for your money. More stuff than we give already. And I think we're pretty giving. But it's a good deal. So give us your money.
We are. And a big thing you forgot to mention is if you subscribe to the $10 tier, which I believe is the Super Kick Party tier, you can submit a video hot take or unpopular wrestling opinion, which, if you're watching this today, live, it'll be tomorrow, so Thursday night at 9 p.m. I don't know where yet, but the return of UWO, Unpopular Wrestling Opinions. Well, it's gonna be
pretty good cast too, from what I understand.
Kyle, of course, is the host.
Yeah.
RN is supposed to be repping SmackDraw Pod for that. To be determined. If he's flying out, we don't know.
Yeah.
A Kenny for Your Thoughts, who's another podcaster. Check him out too.
Yes.
And I believe Matt Vertigo?
Yeah, that sounds right.
I believe so. So it's going to be great. Go chill out in the comments or in the chat, I guess, is what it is. You can harass all of them in real time. You can throw out some unpopular wrestling opinions in the chat.
Flame Kyle in the chat.
You can just roast Kyle in the chat. I mean, you can do whatever, but check it out. It's great. That's one of Kyle's many children that he created for the show. So go check it out.
Real talk though, it's a dope show. It's pretty funny.
It's so funny. We've both been on it.
Yeah, it's one of the funnest shows I've been on, honestly.
I need to get on it again because I was too nice last time. I was. It was me, Marie, Shadows, and Rob. Like Rob Rude.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, okay.
So I need to get on again. Kyle, if you're listening, I keep doing this thinking I still have my mic in my headphones when I have a mic now. Kyle, if you're listening or watching, I want to be on UWO soon. Please.
Hey, give me a second. My dog needs to get out of my goddamn bedroom for some reason. I can hear him scratching and growling at the door. So I got to go release the hounds. I'll be right back.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just talk about the beginning. All right, so this is why you need to watch the video form. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, please. Please. But I'll just start it off. Eddie Kingston taking on Lance Archer. This has been brewing since Double or Nothing, the Casino Battle Royale. That was quick.
He just needed to get out of the room because he was thirsty. He's fine now.
But that's understandable. Thirsty? Monster? Sport.
What? Are we sponsored by Monster now?
I fucking wish we were.
I'd rep it all day. I don't give a shit.
I mean, I would. Shameless plug. That's fine. We've been giving. Yeah. We gave so many of those out already. We're not even 10 minutes. It's a weird day. It's fine. But Kingston and Archer, like, this has been brewing since Casino Battle Royale, where Archer eliminated or didn't eliminate, depending on whose perspective you look at, Kingston from the Battle Royal to win. And, like, right off the bat, like, Archer sends Jake the Snake to the back. He doesn't want him out there. There's no Butcher. There's no Butcher Blade Bunny. There's no family ringside either. Which I found kind of odd because Kingston goes everywhere with them.
Yep.
Overall, it was a good match. There was a lot of hard-hitting stuff. Like, Archer smashes Kingston's face off the camera.
That was so dope. That was, like, my favorite spot of the whole match. That was so cool. Plus, like, I miss Lance Archer a lot in ring, man. That dude is dope. He is so good. He's
so good, and, like, they don't give him a lot of time. I mean, everything he did with Mox was also really good. But I feel like that's the last, like, proper time he, like, got in the ring.
For sure. This looks like he's actually gonna, like, this is gonna be an ongoing feud, like, with the way this ended and stuff.
Well,
so
yeah.
I'm down for it.
So the way this ended was Archer has control, like, 90% of this match. At one point, Butcher and the Blade drag a helpless, lifeless Jake the Snake out from the tunnels. And Archer's just, like, looking at him. He's like, oh my god. Bunny comes out of nowhere, hands Kingston some, like, brass knucks, like, they were wrapped up.
Yeah, something. Yeah, it was weird.
Something. But Kingston ends up hitting the back fist on Archer. He wins. And then Butcher and the Blade hit their finish, which they said on commentary, but I wasn't 100% listening. They hit their finish on Archer, and then Kingston gives him another back fist. So there's no way this has ended yet.
Oh, not by far. You know, I mean, it's easy to justify at least another match between these guys just based on the fact that, you know, Kingston won in a, you know, with shenanigans, but then after the beatdown, Jesus. Like, I want to see these guys like in a no DQ match or like a cage match or something like that. That would be dope.
I'd be all right with that. I mean, I have a feeling this is going to go to Revolution.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Which brings up my next point. Revolution, which was originally February 27th, is now March 7th.
Mm-hmm.
Now, thank you to our
Baby
TMZ correspondent, Baby J. We found out mainly because there's a big boxing match happening, I believe, February 27th.
There's a couple other things too, wasn't
And
there? Like,
I think there was like another UFC event happening too. But basically a bunch of other stuff they don't want to counter program. So they moved Revolution to March 7th, which I also think was a good idea because next week is Beach Break. Yep. And you got stuff happening there. And that gives you a month to build up to Revolution again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and some of these like slow burn things are like, you know, things that have kind of been bubbling from the surface, like the Lance Archer,
Kingston?
Eddie Kingston shit. Yeah, holy crap. You know, you can kind of bring that back up to a boil in that amount of time too, you know. So I think that's really dope, bringing that back. I got to be honest, I'm not sure what to expect from this. The one match that they actually have booked for it yet, the
street
Sting
fight?
and Darby. Yeah, I don't know what to like. It's gotta be a cinematic match, right? Because Sting's involved.
I feel like it has to be. I feel like this is gonna be kind of like I don't even know. Maybe like the Firefly Funhouse type match, or like the Boneyard type match, or something like that. Because Sting's in it, and he said he only wants to do cinematic matches.
Yeah, which is understandable with his health.
Oh yeah,
stuff.
Like I don't blame him one bit.
But I feel like it could be either really, really awesome or it's going to be really, really bad. I don't know, you know?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like with Darby in it too, and like he's really good at like those cinematic like vignettes that he was doing the whole like first year. I feel like Darby. I feel like it's gonna be good. I want to hope it'll be good. If it's anything like the freaking dentist office match, though, I'm gonna have an issue.
That was not good.
That was. Can you even classify that as a match? Like, it wasn't.
I don't even know what the hell that was. It was not good.
No. But we'll come back to Darby and Sting in a second. Following the announcement that Revolution's March 7th, we got a Mox promo basically explaining all of the drama that is happening with the Elite and the Bullet Club. So, like, Kenny's friends with the Good Brothers, but he's also friends with the Bucks. But the Bucks don't like Don Callis. And Mox has a team with Phoenix and Pac, who don't like the Young Bucks. It's a clusterfuck.
It was so good hearing Moxley describe it, though, because, like, he comes off like he legitimately doesn't give a shit, but he gets everything right.
Yeah, I mean, he said he's a simple man. He's just like, there's too much soap opera BS happening over here. I'm a simple man. He likes his beer cold, his coffee hot, his water room temperature. He also likes to have sex in the morning, but minus that last part, that is the exact same promo that him and Roman Reigns did in WWE.
Oh, I didn't know that. No shit.
It was I distinctly remember it was a backstage segment with him and Roman. I think it was. Oh man, I don't even know. I don't even remember how long ago it was. But it was like word for word. I think he was asking Roman, like, how do I like my beer? How do I like my he was asking Roman those.
Right.
And it was, so I like that they did that. I don't even know if they meant to, but I liked it.
I mean, I appreciate stuff like that, you know, because like it feels like almost like the sex in the morning thing maybe was like something that he wanted to say. The WWE was like, oh my god, PG, you can't, holy crap, you know, like.
Oh yeah, I mean, especially like this was after Seth turned his back, and I think after like after the Dean Seth feud. I honestly can't remember. Time's not real, but that doesn't matter. They did another callback at the very end of the night too, which I'll get to. But I like that they're doing callbacks because the last one they definitely did on purpose.
Yeah.
But the rest of the promo just says like Mox is ready for gang warfare. He was like, "It's cool, I'm ready."
Yeah.
So Beach Break will next week. We'll, as in the community, we will see what will happen.
Cheese wheel.
Cheese wheel, yes, cheese wheel.
Blue cheese wheel.
No, too far. So following that, we did get our Darby and Sting promo thing. Basically, Sting is saying that, oh well, we're now all on a first name basis. He calls out Ricky and Brian and Taz, saying how he called us hoodlums. Sting was like offended. And he looks at Darby, and Darby's like, you know what? No, I am a hoodlum. And if like you want to, it doesn't matter, like the fight. It doesn't matter if you fight clean or dirty in a street fight. Like you're gonna lose. He said, I am a hoodlum, and then he like throws his skateboard through a window because they're in like an abandoned warehouse.
Yeah.
Which, hey, works for me.
I mean, that's where I imagine like Darby Allin and Sting hanging out together. If I'm being perfectly honest with you.
In an abandoned warehouse.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real. Like, where else would they be hanging out together?
I mean, that's very true. Nowhere. And then Sting said, well, you know what? I'm a hoodlum too. And breaks the windows with his bat, all aggressive.
Oh my god. This reminded me kind of almost like I missed the very beginning of it, to be honest. So like I didn't get quite until you explained it to me. But this gives me the vibe that it's like that Steve Buscemi meme where he's like hello fellow teens, like,
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. That's basically what it was.
like, I mean, I like Darby and Sting together, but that's just kind of corny.
I thought it was freaking hysterical, but that's just me.
No, I mean, I'm not saying that I don't like what they're doing or anything, but like, come on, Sting, you're a 60-year-old man. Like, there's nothing believable about that, bro. That's all I'm trying to say.
He's a hoodlum, Kev. Come on. It's written there in stone. He's a hoodlum. Oh,
nah.
All right. We're moving on from this.
Yeah.
Following that, we got the Varsity Blondes, which is Griff Garrison and Brian Pillman Jr., taking on the official tag team of the Inner Circle, Chris Jericho and Max. There it is. There's the shirt. For those listening, Kevin is wearing his MJF 2020 shirt.
Robbed. He was robbed.
No, he was not.
Illegal move.
Oh my god. But
never forget.
We're not even getting into this again. So the whole Inner Circle is ringside, but before the match, well, like the bell rings, but Max gets on the mic. He says, well, Sammy, after this, me and you gotta talk. And then he tells Griff Garrison, who the last time these two faced, he wanted Griff to say that I am undefeated and to just like lose. And this time he was like, well, I'm still undefeated, but I just want you to say I quit so we can get this over with. Griff said, no. Punches him in the face. Mm-hmm. Max gets all mad, grabs a chair, tries to bring it in the ring. Wardlow, being the dad he is, just holds Max back. And I was just like, he needs to relax.
He got punched in the face.
So you grab a steel chair?
Fuck yeah.
No.
I mean, it was a little aggressive, but I get where he's coming from.
Aggressive. It's exactly what it was.
I mean, wrestling is aggressive. God damn it.
Well, I know that, Kevin. But Max just takes it to a different extreme sometimes. The thing...
Hey, if you want to be the best.
So surprisingly, the Varsity Blondes have like the majority of this match like in their favor.
No, they really did. I was actually really, really impressed with them. I've been liking them a lot
Yeah.
lately, honestly. As far as like young new tag teams, they're right up there for me. Really believable baby faces, and they haven't even been cutting promos or anything. It's mostly been like in-ring stuff, and I don't know. They're just really easy to root for. I like them a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they've cut a single promo. They mainly are on Dark. They were getting wins. I think they had like a 6-win streak or something on Dark at one point. But yeah, I mean, it's easy to root for them. Them and like Jurassic Express are like the true. Well, I guess you can say Top Flight now too. They're like the true babyface tag teams in AEW.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Because everyone else is like Bucks. They're pushing it here.
I mean, I understand they're kind of tweeners, but I would say they're closer to heels.
Oh yeah,
the faces for sure. And the only reason why I feel like they're even there's a question there is because they're kind of questioning some of the stuff that's going on with Kenny.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. If they were all in on that, there'd be no question.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like if they were all for like, and we'll talk about it more in detail later. Yeah. But like if they were all into everything going on there, then heels 1000%. But that's not the case. What's the case in this match is Pillman Jr. He goes off the top for like I don't even know what he was going for, but Jericho just hits the Judas effect, and to rub it in our faces from last week, hits a perfect lion salt and looks directly into the camera as he pins Pillman Jr.
It was a perfect lion salt, though.
It was.
Holy shit. And that was one of the nastiest Judas effects that I've seen too. Like it seems like anytime he hits that with somebody like jumping off the top rope or something, it is nasty, man.
It's intense.
Like I used to hate it. I was like, so what? But like there's been a few times where I've been like, damn. And tonight was one of them.
Listen, he really said, yeah, last week I basically landed on my neck. This week, F you guys, perfect lion salt.
Oh my god, yeah. I couldn't believe it. Like he got so much height on it too. It was nuts.
And because typically he ends the match with the Judas effect. He said, nah. Lion salt.
Yeah.
Because everyone sucks and was making fun of me for it.
No, it was definitely a statement, and statement made, Jericho.
Statement made, Christopher. Statement made.
But yeah, I'm about it.
Oh yeah, like
I loved it.
And speaking of statements made, we got a promo vignette from Pac, however you want to say his name. Kingston said it a different way so many times. It throws me off how to say it.
Yeah, I know. I'm exactly in the same boat. I'm like, thank you, Eddie Kingston. Now I literally don't know what this man's name is because you're cutting promos picking on him about his name.
I think it's Pac.
I think you're right.
No,
but every time I think it's one, I question myself and I come up with the other one.
I'm trying to think of how Justin Roberts says it, and I think it's you know what? I don't care. I'm not getting into this with myself.
Yeah. That's a whole rigmarole.
Good word.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, his whole vignette is basically saying Kenny's acting like he owns the place. He's manipulating people. Again, like kind of what Mox was also saying, that he's manipulating the Good Brothers and the Bucks and Dawn. He called Dawn a clown, and I was like, thank you.
Oh my god.
Thank you, sir. And he talks about how the Good Brothers beat down Penta last week or 2 weeks ago. I can't actually remember. And he said, well, you hurt us, we hurt you back, and next week there will be consequences. I mean, it's going to be a great match.
Oh, yeah, I'm so stoked for this match. Just think about the talent that's in the match alone. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Good Brothers, Kenny Omega on one side, you know, and then one of the Lucha Brothers, God damn it. I don't remember their names. Sorry.
It's Phoenix or Phoenix, however you want to pronounce it.
Okay. And, and then Moxley and Pac. Jesus Christ.
Pac.
It's like, how can that match not be great, I can't wait. I can't fucking wait.
It's going to be great. So something that wasn't great was, I guess they did the AEW awards before AEW, I think on like Bleacher Report, which I really thought they were going to show them on the show, at least in some aspect, but that's fine.
And they did not.
But Shaq called out Cody. He basically just called him a little punk 18 times, and that was him calling out Cody. So they like showed the clip from earlier, and then we get Cody's response, and he's talking about, well, March 7th, I could tell you that it would read Cody and Brandy Rhodes taking on Shaq and Jade, but obviously plans change. Brandy's obviously pregante with child.
Yeah.
Pregnant, however you want to say.
Pregnant. Jesus.
Have you ever seen that video?
I don't think so.
Oh, man. It's a brief explanation of the video. It's this guy reading, like, Yahoo Answers, and it's people not knowing how to spell pregnant. So he's reading them, and he's like, one of them was like, how do I know if I am pergert or pregnant or pregante? Like, it's people being stupid.
I don't know that I could spell it correctly, Cole, to be honest with you. So
I won't put you on the spot, I promise. But, so I guess we find out that Arn Anderson kind of chewed Cody's ass out after his match last week because he took Peter Avalon too lightly. And then this is where we get like a long, drawn-out promo by Arn Anderson, which wasn't needed, but kind of needed for the context.
It could have been shorter.
Exactly.
Like, no, I get what you're saying. Like, you did need all that context, but it was like, dude, this is so fluffy. Like, you could chop this motherfucker down and get your point across,
Oh, yeah. Like, I do like that he brought up... I didn't write down... I think it was June, 29th, I think was the... I don't know the year.
1985.
1985?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trusting you on that. And Arn's like, does that day have any significance to you? And Cody's like, no. And Arn tells him, well, your dad, Dusty Rhodes, had a match. He went 30 minutes and then hopped on a private plane, flew, and got to witness the birth of Cody. And you could see Cody tear up a little bit.
Yeah.
And I was like, Arn, don't bring this man's father into this right now.
Dude, no, that was emotional. It really, really was, because that seemed really genuine from Cody.
Oh yeah, I don't think he knew Arn was gonna say it, because Cody was trying to blink away the tears and tough it out like he usually does when he's crying during promos and stuff. He just shakes it off and sniffles and blinks it away, which I get. Crying in front of people is not fun.
No, not at all.
Personal experience from this podcast. Not a fun time.
I mean, to be fair, everybody was crying in front of everybody that night, so...
That's very true. And so Arn's basically saying, well, don't... you being a dad is, the focus right now. And then he says, well, it's a once-in-a-lifetime match. He basically puts Shaq over, saying that he was like the best in basketball and all of this. And then he brings out Red Velvet, which, if you quickly glance, looks exactly like Brandy Rhodes.
Oh yeah.
Just shorter.
Yeah. No. When she came out on the Brit Baker thing, the office visits,
The
or whatever
waiting
the hell it was
room.
called, yeah, I legitimately thought it was Brandy for a second. Like, just I was like, oh my god, she is a fucking absolute maniac. And then I was like, oh, thank goodness, it's not Brandy Rhodes.
Yeah, I mean,
But I hear you. I know exactly what you mean.
which Red Velvet, she cuts a nice promo saying, well, you're out here basically like talking to Jade, saying, well, you're out here talking trash to Brandy, who can't defend herself because, again, she's at home pregnant. And then she said, well, I'm gonna stir your bitch ass up. And I was like, let's go.
Yeah, that was dope when she said that. That was dope.
So we're at Revolution. We're gonna get Cody and Red Velvet taking on Shaq and Jade, which makes me nervous. Shaq alone makes me nervous thinking about it in a wrestling ring.
Oh, 100%.
But like, I don't know.
This is like this to me is like the stupid WWE shit that they do to like hit viewers and stuff, you know, putting business decisions over wrestling decisions, and it's dumb. Because it's just like RN called it out on one of the shows a few weeks ago. It's just because Shaq has that show that's going on TNT that's going to be on like after Dynamite or something like that.
Yeah.
So they're just trying to do some cross promotion. So I get it. Like, why the fuck do you have to give him an angle when he's in the ring and shit like that? You know, like have him come on and put somebody over or something. Like, you know, whatever. Shaq, he's kind of a funny guy. I get that, but like, keep him out of the goddamn ring. That's just stupid.
I agree. Like I could go on an hour-long rant about this, and I'm not going to because we have other stuff to talk about.
Right. I hear you.
But I'm not happy with the whole Shaq situation. Plain and simple. I'm not happy. I don't really think anybody is.
The thing that sucks about it to me the most, honestly, is like I bet Jade Cargill and Red Velvet would put on a fucking banger of a match, you know? And you know, I'm not trying to take away from Cody because like he's one of the hardest workers in pro wrestling, you know, but what the fuck? Like this is definitely a what the fuck moment.
Yeah, this is a WTF AEW moment.
Uh-huh.
Same with this Kip and Penelope wedding we're getting next week.
Yeah, I'm not really into it either.
No, I mean,
most wedding angles are stupid. Well, they just don't end up working out. Like,
no.
Why? Who gets it?
And like, it's different than like most like WWE type weddings, I believe, because they're actually engaged in real life. So
yeah,
but like I don't know. But like basically they have a promo saying that we're all cordially invited to their wedding, and Mira's like, well, I'm gonna be there, I'm the best man, and my butler Charles will be with me, which, if I distinctly recall, next week is the last week that Chuck Taylor has to be the butler.
Yeah, it was until Beach Bash. So,
which means Orange Cassidy's gonna come out and whoop some ass and save his best friend. And I have a shirt ready for next week. Oh wait, I'm not even gonna be on the show. Fuck.
Oh shit.
Ah, disappointed.
Oh, speaking of shirts, I just got the tracking information for a couple shirts I just ordered that I'm real excited about.
Nice.
Yeah.
I need to order another shirt.
Dude, I could spend way too much money on shirts.
Same.
I got a Mick Foley Ramones style shirt, and I got the Cody Rhodes Brody Lee trap match.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, I need to get another shirt because I got the Brody Lee like Exalted in Heaven I wore last week.
Yeah,
And
that
then
shirt is dope though. I really
it's
like that shirt
nice. It's a nice shirt. And then I got another one. It's the best friends, but except Orange Cassidy's a cat, and then Trent and Chuck are dogs. It's
That's
actually really cute. I was gonna wear it today, but it's white, and the majority of shirts I own are black. And you're wearing white, so it wouldn't have worked.
Plus, MJF is better than you, and
No,
you
no,
know
no,
it.
no, 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 no. We're not talking about that. We're gonna talk about Hangman taking on Ryan Nemeth, or as most people will probably know him, Dolph Ziggler's brother.
Yeah.
Which
He looks. It's exactly like him.
exactly
It's
what I was gonna
insane.
say. Same moveset. Did the hip swivel thing.
It's just.
It's
It's kind of creepy almost how similar they look, you know.
yeah, they both look like he looks like Dolph when Dolph was with AJ and Big E.
I don't know
So
anything
like
about
I don't even remember how long ago that was at this point. But he looks like a Ken doll, is what I'm basically saying.
Yes. Yes, absolutely 100%. This dude looks like a Ken doll.
Looks like a Ken
Like-
doll. Same moveset
A
as his
fake and
brother.
fake Ken doll.
Like the one thing I did like that when Hangman came out, we got like the headers again. It said
Oh yeah. Like carrying a bunch of personal baggage or something like
carrying
that.
like excessive emotional baggage or something. I was like, I relate to
Yeah.
that so heavily. It's not funny. Please stop calling me out, AEW.
Yeah, right.
How dare they? But the match is good. At one point, Big Money Matt Hardy comes out and is cheering on Hangman, and I was like, I was like, no, don't touch the Hangman. Don't go near the cowboy. Hangman ends up winning with the buckshot lariat, and then Matt is like, oh, the reason I came out is to be in Paige's corner. He's concerned about Hangman because the Elite burned him. The Dark Order were trying to force him to join. And then he talks about how he doesn't want anything from Hangman. He just wants him to be happy because he deserves to be happy. And then talks about how, well, now Hangman is changing alone in a hallway near catering. And Matt's like, well, I have a big enough locker room, and you are more than welcome to change there anytime. How do you feel about Big Money Matt?
Shivani goes, oh, sounds like a good offer, Hangman. You should take it. And I was like, damn, Shivani. Like, I thought you were supposed to remain impartial here.
I mean, Paige did like laugh at that after the fact, and then he's just like leaning against the ropes. But how do you feel about like Big Money Matt and Paige? Possibly.
I hope Paige doesn't do it, but I'm really into this Big Money Matt stuff right now. Especially like it looks, it's an easy way to make him a really fucking sleazy heel. And I like that the story between at least AEW and Impact right now is, who's sleazier, Matt Hardy or Don Callis, basically. Or it seems like that's a place where it's gonna go, to me anyway.
100%. I mean, right now, I don't know.
I'm way into it. What's that?
I said right now, I don't know who's sleazier. I'm gonna say Don. It's definitely Don.
I would give him the slight edge for sure, but Matt Hardy is working hard to make up missed ground. That's for sure.
That's for damn sure.
But like I'm really into that angle, so I think that's kind of where this is going. Obviously.
Yeah.
So, give me more of it.
Hey, I mean, we're gonna see more, at least more AEW Impact stuff because Private Party has a title opportunity against the Good Brothers at their pay-per-view.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. It's sometime in February though.
I have no idea. I don't watch Impact. I'm not gonna lie, I've never tried. I have no time. to watch more wrestling.
No, I hear you.
But
I got a lot of video games to play.
I knew you were gonna say that. But following that, we got probably match of the night.
Oh, easily, I think. Easily.
It was Dax Hartwood from FTR taking on Jungle Boy, and the ringer here was Cash and Tully were handcuffed to the dinosaur himself, Luchasaurus, which I get, so that way they couldn't interfere. And the whole, like, the majority of the match, Cash and Tully are trying to, like, pull Luchasaurus to, like, reach for Dax, and it was very good storytelling.
Yes.
But, like, the real story was just, like, in the ring. Jungle Boy and Dax killed it. Oh my God.
They tore the house down, as far as I'm concerned. Holy crap. I mean, it was like, to me, the story was, Jungle Boy was going to play more in Dax's world and look comfortable with it. And he fucking totally did, you know. There was a little bit of the, you know, the Jungle Boy stuff, you know, the high flying, whatever, yeah. You know, of course. But, you know, it was mostly old school wrestling and like striking and stuff throughout most of the match, you know.
Oh, yeah. And like a crap ton of roll up attempts.
Yep.
That was like the whole like last 2 minutes, basically. It seemed like there was a plethora of roll up attempts. After one specific one, Jungle Boy gets I believe his submission is called the snare trap.
That sounds right.
So he gets that locked in, and while he has that locked in, again, Cash and Tully are trying so hard to get up there and get to him, but he taps. So this is probably Jungle Boy's biggest singles career win.
Oh, no question.
But after he wins, Tully throws some powder in Luchasaurus' face. They break free of the handcuffs. They push Luchasaurus into the pole. They beat up Jungle Boy. They do something on Jungle Boy. I have no idea what they did to him. Some type of move. And then they hit the spike pile driver onto Luchasaurus, handcuff Luchasaurus to the ring, cut off the dinosaur's horns.
It was brutal. It was brutal.
And they're about to go cut Jungle Boy's hair, and Marco Stunt, finally, we're talking about bad friends. We keep talking about how, like, best friends were bad for Orange Cassidy. Marco Stunt, I don't care if he's hurt. He brought the cavalry with him. He had a steel chair, top flight, and SCU. Like, it took you that long to find them all? They were all back there. So, I mean...
Well, trust me, I thought of RN for sure when that shit happened. He's going to have a field day with this because, you know, that he likes to bitch about that stuff.
Yeah.
And he's not wrong, you know?
He's not wrong at all. I mean, I like that it took Jungle Boy almost getting his luscious curls cut for Marco to finally come in with the save. Hey, Jungle Boy's got a nice head of hair. I'm very jealous. Very jealous.
It's not as nice as mine.
Don't lie to yourself.
Look at this hair. Look at this hair.
Oh my God. You look like Jesus.
Yeah, my son called me hippie Jesus the other day, actually, which was pretty funny.
Hippie Jesus. I mean, it's kind of true.
I can't deny it.
You can't at this point.
There's definitely not a lie there.
So following that, we got a Team Tez promo, basically saying, "Well, we're ready to destroy you." And Hobbs and Taz's son Hook, they basically just beat up merchandise people who were outside.
Yeah. For
no reason, and Taz is like, "Oh, they're gonna beat your asses at Revolution in the street fight." This was not needed.
No, this was dumb as hell.
Like, this was a waste of 5 minutes. You didn't have to excessively beat up these merchandise people who were just setting up like, because Team Taz was all pissed that there was no Team Taz merch. But they had, like, Darby and Sting. But it was pointless.
No, it really, really was. I mean, I get that they want to make, Team Taz look like badasses and stuff like that, but they already fucking do.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Brian Cage and Powerhouse Hobbs are like two of the biggest guys in AEW. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you don't have to do much in order to look intimidating with dudes like that, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. Stupid.
It is stupid, and it sucks because, like, especially with Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks, Brian Cage, I'm kind of whatever on him. You know, he's a walking human steroid. He is what he is, but
Jesus.
I really like Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks. And I don't know that I really like Team Taz. You know what I'm saying?
I haven't been a fan of Team Taz since the beginning. Like, they don't need Taz. They don't need the mouthpiece. Starks can talk perfectly fine on his own. Cage is alright. Hobbs, he's new. But, like, it's... No, I don't like Team Taz. I've been very adamant about that. I'm not a fan.
Well, and the thing is that, like, I really like Taz himself.
I like Taz on commentary, and that's it.
Well, I remember Taz from, like, when I was a kid.
Well, yeah, like...
That's what I'm talking about.
Taz as a wrestler back in the day, yes.
Yeah. That's what I mean. So, like, there's the nostalgia factor there for me. So, like, I want to like it. But it's just, like, he just keeps proving me wrong. Right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, Taz. Like, you gotta, like, it's not working anymore, bro.
It's a no for me, dog. It's a no for me. So following that, we got Brit Baker taking on Shauna, who has the upper hand, like, a good hunk of this match. At one point, towards the very beginning, Rebel pulls Brit away from a drop kick to Brit. Brit, like, gets control up until, like, the commercial break. The commercial break happens. Shauna has control again. And then it takes Rebel getting up on the apron, distracting the ref for Brit to get the lockjaw applied. She wins, obviously, with the lockjaw because that's basically what's going to happen to me on Monday.
You're going next Monday to get the lockjaw from Dr. Brit.
Basically. I mean, she's from Pittsburgh, so it only makes sense. And then they continue... She continues to beat up Shauna, applies the lockjaw again, trying to get the attention of Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa finally comes out, and that is the cue for Brit and Reba, Rebel, whatever you want to call her, to hightail the hell out of there.
Yeah, I liked the whole thing. I thought the match was pretty good. I liked the storytelling there with Thunder Rosa and Brit Baker at the end. I'm really hyped for that match next week at Beach Break.
Yeah.
I mean, I really feel like since AEW has started, for me, Brit Baker is probably the most improved and somebody that has consistently gotten better, like, week over week.
Yeah. I mean, she's improved so much. I mean, even from last year. Or 2019, I should say.
Absolutely. What's that?
I said, like, mainly, like, 2019, not, like, 2020.
Oh, in 2020, I thought that's when she really started to get, like, I just whacked my microphone. Is when I thought she started to, really start to kill it. Like, she had a couple of things that were a little whatever, and then she got hurt, of course.
Yeah.
Which was, that sucked. I mean, that's a setback. But, no, I mean, like, after they paired her with Shivani and they did that shit, it's been nothing but good stuff from her since. It's been awesome.
I know. I love Brit. I've been a fan for a while, so I love it.
I'm sure you do.
After that...
I mean, I would too, for the record.
So after that, we got your favorite person, MJF. He was looking for Sammy Guevara because he said he wanted to talk to him. And he's like, listen, I didn't tell Wardlow to get involved. And Sammy's just like, do you think I'm stupid? Like, do you think I'm an idiot? Like, no, you're a great manipulator. I know what you're trying to do. And Max gets in his face. He's like, are you sure this is how you want to play this? And Sammy gets right back in his face. He's like, I'm not playing. And I love this feud between Sammy and MJF because Sammy is one of the only people who can see through MJF's bullshit. And I love it.
Not bullshit.
It's 100% BS to the max. You know what? Whatever.
Listen,
Whatever.
but I hear you. I am down for that feud, but I just don't want the inner circle to go away though either.
Well, you know who you can blame for that, Kevin? Max.
I will never, ever put that evil on MJF.
It's his fault. What do you mean? It's Max's fault that the inner circle is going to break up eventually.
Sammy Guevara needs to know his goddamn place and shut the fuck up.
Oh my god. I'm done with you. So we get a preview for Beach Break which next week, which I will not be here. I will not be a part of. It's going to be the Tag Team Battle Royal, which the Bucks have officially entered that Battle Royal, and Matt says it later in the night, but if the Bucks win, they get to pick who they defend the titles against at Revolution.
Has there been any other teams that have been announced for that?
I think it's like all of the tag teams. They just showed like the when they pulled up the graphic.
Oh, okay. So it's just all right. Fair enough.
Yeah,
I didn't know if I had missed something because it was like, what the fuck?
No,
anyway.
Originally it was just like all the tag teams, and then this is the first that we hear that the Bucks have entered themselves in it.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Okay, that's what they were making a big deal out of it. Okay.
We're also getting the wedding of Penelope Ford and Kip Sabian. We are getting Thunder Rosa taking on Brit Baker, and we're getting Kenny and the Good Brothers taking on Pac, Ray Phoenix, and Jon Moxley.
Yo, it's gonna be a dope show, I think.
It is.
Week.
I'm excited to watch it, and I'm excited to watch the recap. So I'm actually very curious about it. And we got our first. What?
The only thing that I'm kind of lukewarm about is the wedding. To be honest with you, the stuff that's been announced.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll just see, because like the matches sound so fucking good.
Oh yeah, the matches are gonna be great. It's the wedding. It's just nah.
Exactly.
But we did get our first matchup for the women's tournament for Sheeta's title. So on the USA side, we have NWA Women's Champ Serena Deeb taking on the returning Rio from the Japan side.
What? Yeah, I popped for that. I really did. The thing, I don't know what it is about Rio. I look at that girl and I'm like, you are tiny and people are gonna squash you. But then 5 minutes into the match, she makes me want her to win the match. Somehow.
It's because she's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. You're not wrong. I'm just like, it just blows my mind. Like her in-ring psychology, I guess, is just that fucking good.
And we haven't seen Riho the entirety of 2020, basically.
Yeah.
So
almost, I think, right? Because she lost her belt to Rose like last February, I think.
I think so. I think at Revolution.
I think you're. Yeah, that's what I'm almost positive. So yeah, holy shit, it's been almost a literal year.
Yeah.
Since she's.
Pandemic really kept a lot of wrestlers away. Like all of we talked about it last week. Like Emi Sakura. I can't remember the name of the girl you like now.
Oh, Yuri.
Yuri. Yeah. I don't remember her last name at all.
Fuck, I can't remember it either. But yeah.
Her, Riho, we're finally getting to see. I don't know who else they're gonna bring for the Japan side.
I'm excited to see though.
So am I.
Because I mean, Japanese women fucking kill it.
They do.
Seems, you know.
They really do. And I'm just excited that we're finally getting a women's tournament, which seems like it'll actually be on Dynamite instead of on YouTube.
Yeah, especially announcing like the first match of like that's a high caliber match as far as I'm concerned.
It is.
Serena D versus Riho. That could headline a Dynamite as far as I'm concerned. You know? Like,
and like
so.
they did the smart thing and they just said coming soon. They didn't announce when the match will be. Mm-hmm. So they're not like getting people's hopes up to possibly crush them. They're just saying this is happening very soon.
Right.
Which is smart.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's something that they're trying to do like they did with the men's eliminator tournament and have it be, you know, for Revolution. The last like, you know, Hangman and
the finals of the tournament.
There you go.
There we go.
You put my thoughts together for me. Thanks.
It's what I do best, Kev. It's what I do best.
But that would be dope. I'd be really into that.
I really hope that's what they do. Yeah. In all honesty, but so right before the main event, we get a Good Brothers Young Bucks interview, like backstage. The last time these four men tagged together was 5 years ago, and how it's the Biz Cliz is all back together now, and Gallows says, "Oh, we get to do one of our favorite things, which is beat up Jon Moxley," which, if anyone watched when Gallows and Anderson were in WWE, when they were with AJ, their thing was beat up John Cena.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So this was the other thing I was talking about that they pulled directly from WWE.
Oh, okay. I guess I didn't catch it because I didn't know about that. That's funny though.
And it, I love that they did that because it's the same first name. They literally just changed. I was really expecting them to say Cena. And I was like, that's the wrong company, my guy. But so that happens, and the Bucks are like, well, we're fine if like creepy Uncle Don isn't involved in anything. And then they go on to he's creepy.
Perfect.
He's creepy.
No, that's why I was laughing about it because it's like the perfect way to describe him. You know, he is like, I have a creepy uncle, kind of like Don Callis. So like, I get it. You know.
I hate Don Callis. Gallows and Anderson are like, oh well, he's the one who wanted us to take out Penta for you guys, and then Kenny comes up, and he's like, he kind of gets in Matt's face, and he's like, we gotta talk. And of course, Don Callis with the worst tape job on his face, covering the bad makeup from last week, claiming, because he claims that the Young Bucks beat him up, which they probably didn't. Don's just a piece of garbage. And he's like, Kenny like is like trying to calm Don down, and the Bucks are like, we didn't hit you. And there's like a little bit of a shoving match, and Kenny's directly in the middle, which is perfect storytelling. And the Bucks music plays for the main event, and they're like, just go. And that leads straight into the main event. So we have the Young Bucks, who are the AEW Tag Team Champs, and the Good Brothers, who are the Impact Tag Team Champs, taking on the Dark Order, which is Evil Uno, Stu Grayson, John Silver, and Alex Reynolds. This match was awesome.
How about John Silver in this match, too, man? Holy shit.
I
thought he was the star of this match, honestly. I really, really did.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he calls out Gallows, who's the biggest man in the match by far, in the very beginning of the match, too. Yep. At one point, he gets a nice hot tag. He's taken out everybody.
Literally everybody.
Commentary was like, he's like a human cannonball, which is very true. I also like that they gave Stu Grayson a lot of shine in this match.
Yeah, for sure. If there was like a second star, if you will, it was Stu Grayson. And it's been a long time since he's had like any kind of shine like that too, you know? I mean, obviously, I think John Silver is ascending in a big way in a lot of people's minds right now. I mean, I think he has superstar written all over him, like in the relative near future. To be honest with you.
Oh yeah, I
So,
mean,
uh,
it's crazy. Like, I mean, Uno and Grayson, formerly known as Super Smash Bros,
yeah.
obviously have history with the Bucks because of PWG, and they did a lot of maneuvers and like stuff that they've done in previous matches.
Oh
Something
shit.
I loved to see was the flurry of offense by Silver and Reynolds that they usually do
Mm-hmm.
on mat, which led straight into a fatality by Uno and Grayson on the mat, and that whole sequence was
Oh my god.
beautiful.
Yeah, that was the best spot of the whole match. Probably. That was so good. That was so good.
It was amazing,
Yeah.
and it takes a um, let's see, there was the Magic Killer on Evil Uno, the quadruple super kick to Stu Grayson, and it
Yeah.
takes a Melter driver on Grayson for the win. And then this is where Matt Jackson goes on to say, "We have officially entered the Battle Royal next week, and if we win, we get to choose who we want to face at Revolution. It can be anybody." And then they turn and look at the Good Brothers, and everyone's like, "Oh." But, like, literally, as soon as they said they were entering, which means they're probably going to win, which means we're going to get Good Brothers versus Bucks at Revolution, which I'm not super mad at.
Well,
But again, I am at the same time.
what do you think's gonna happen with the Impact belts then? If you think,
I think they're this is me before I finish the rest of the match. This is what I think is gonna happen. Private Party's gonna lose. They're not winning the Impact belts. The Bucks are gonna win the Battle Royal. They're gonna face the Good Brothers. And I think it's mainly just gonna be Kenny getting involved, or Dawn, and costing the Bucks. So that means that the Good Brothers are going to be double tag team champs, which, if you know me, you know I can't fucking stand double champions anymore.
well, I could see it happening. That makes. I know.
Are
I
you?
know. Kyle's wilding out there in the chat. Um, I hear you though. That seems like the most logical place it could be going. Because I mean, Kenny's supposed to become the collector and all that shit too.
Man.
So when is he gonna get the shot at the Impact belt?
I think he just pinned clean the Impact champ, I believe.
Yes,
at
he
Hard
did.
to Kill.
Yep, he sure did. So it's only a matter of time, I would think.
Yeah. I'm waiting for like people from New Japan to start popping off and like getting involved.
Oh, I gotta think it's only going to be a matter of time. With all the people that are involved in this storyline that are former New Japan people.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
The majority of people in AEW are from.
Yeah.
Have some relation to New Japan.
Yeah, even if it isn't direct, they know somebody, that was in New Japan at one time.
Yeah. But the end. So after this match and after the promo by Matt, Phoenix, however you want to pronounce the man's name, comes out, gets so much air, and hits like a nice drop kick on the Bucks. He was in the air for 10 seconds at least.
Oh my god.
At least.
It's crazy.
It was bonkers. So so that takes out the Bucks, and that allows the Good Brothers to start beating him up. Mox comes literally out of nowhere. Starts.
Yeah.
It like scared me. They like panned back up, and he's just there. I was like, "Where the fuck did you come from?"
Mm-hmm.
He takes Gallows out with a clothesline, and Ray just threw the ropes full speed into Anderson, lands basically on the guardrail.
Yeah. No. Yeah, he did. He like straddled it.
He
like
did.
It was crazy.
He got so much speed. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a little scary for a second. Like, I thought he was gonna like flip over and like land on his head or something. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, that was not gonna be good. But then Kenny comes out and like Mox turns around, split second, drops Kenny on his dome with a perfect paradigm shift. Kenny sold the shit out of it too.
Oh, he did. He really did. Like, I think I'm concussed. That fucking paradigm shift. That was nasty. That's like one of the best paradigm shifts I've ever seen. That was so good.
The execution of it and the selling made it perfect. Like,
yeah.
if we thought Dana Brooke was concussed on Raw, Kenny's probably hella concussed from that paradigm shift.
Oh yeah. He's not standing up straight still right now.
He's probably still laying down.
Yeah, definitely.
Choked on my monster.
That's what she said.
Oh my. Damn it, Kevin. Well, that's been the Dynamite recap. Thank you guys for watching. If you're watching live, don't go anywhere because we're going to shoot some Royal Rumble predictions following this.
Kyle said he's been on the sauce too, so it's probably going to be probably interesting.
It's going to be great. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye.